Last Friday, I had my biggest audience of my life. We have a peak of 2,300, 2,300 people.
Jesus, that's a lot.
That was a peak. Yeah, it was the peak. Because, I mean, the subject was not that good, but like a lot of people was watching, and I received a lot of like compliments about like because it was more professional. You let the guests talk. Yeah, like you don't judge. Yeah.
And do you want to tell to the audience what was the topic? But I mean, I know the
Yeah,
topic, but the people will be interested
yeah,
now.
yeah. There was a Brazilian girl, the 23 years age. I think around 4 or 3 months ago, she like came saying that she had just 30 days to have a transplant of. I don't know how to speak in English this word, but she was pretending that she has a cancer.
Yes.
And then on when last Thursday, another Brazilian girl came up with some proofs that she was faking that cancer. Yeah, and on Saturday, I brought her to my podcast on Friday. We talked for 2 hours, and it was on Saturday morning that girl was confessing that fakeness, you know. And now she ran away to Brazil. She's in Brazil now, like. But like
even hard to make a comment, how people can be this nasty.
Yeah, like like she moved to like the whole Brazilian community to help her. A lot of people like raise funds to her, but like thankfully we discovered the fake, and now like I think the justice of God will make their job now.
For sure, and it will be well deserved. Like I don't wish bad for people, but she must fight something in the future. I don't know what it's gonna be, but like you don't do those things. That's like I love comedy and I make fun about everything.
But this kind of thing,
except maybe one or two things, and this is one.
I lost an aunt 2 weeks ago for the cancer.
Oh, sorry for that.
Yeah, so no, don't worry. Like she was like in veget. How can I say when people sound
like
vegetable? Yeah, vegetative. Sorry, yeah, it was kind of in the vegetative. She was in a biggest in a high level of Alzheimer, so she doesn't remember. She didn't remember like not even my dad, But she kind of the last thing she had was a cancer, a big tumor in her belly, and then she passed away. But she was my fourth aunt that died by cancer, But
yeah,
and when you see something like this, like a people like playing with that serious thing, like I don't have no words to say like about it. Like just feel sorry for the people that are facing the sickness.
Yeah,
and we have to respect that,
So, because I remember seeing this girl in a Flip podcast.
Yeah, she went to Philip podcast and the other one, Irlanda Talk Show. But like at this stage, I was feeling like I'm not gonna call her to my podcast. When you feel.
What stopped you from calling her?
Pardon?
What stopped you from calling her? Why you didn't call her?
Feeling.
Feeling.
I was feeling like, like when God speaks to you, and I feel in your heart, like I'm not gonna do this. I just want to watch you, because I don't invite like guests that are on a hype. Like if they both, I have a kind of a strategy. I don't know if it's wrong or not, but like when they call them, when the other podcasts call a person like 1 week in another week, I don't call. I don't invite. Just something for me. But then I was like suspecting. Since the beginning, I was suspecting, and I have contact with people from the embassy, from the government here, and another ONG that helps people with cancer. And they, from some stage, they stopped helping her, and they told me like the reason, and I was almost 100% sure that was a fake. And then that girl came on Tuesday, like with more proofs. So I felt like, oh, I was sure that I shouldn't call her to my program,
Yeah. So when did she say that she was sick? Like first, when did the whole thing start? You
I
remember more
think
or less?
I think it was in May. I'm not sure,
But I
but
think
it
she
was
said she had like 45 days or something to get the
yeah,
transport.
yeah,
No?
yeah. She started
And
to say like
it's already August, so
yeah, and then from nothing, like she was saying like, oh, I have 30 days to find a donor, and then lasting like 1 or 2 days, she found in the middle of the street in Limerick, and nobody knows the donor, you know. And then yeah, the girls, the Gabriella, which is the name of the girl that found the proof that she was a fake. She suspected of her attitude. She saw some pictures of her going to a shop to buy creatine and whey protein, and then 2 days later she was in Dices dancing with friends. Like how a person that just had cancer went to Dices to
yeah.
with friends,
Yeah,
But then yeah,
it doesn't add up. It's just for people to know that Dices is a big
a
bar here
nightclub,
in
yeah, a
well, a
nightclub here,
nightclub,
yeah.
yeah, and it's full of Brazilians. At least it was back in the days. I'm from those days when there was a €2 pint on was
It's
it Tuesday?
it's
Still,
still on Sundays, still
now it's
European here.
Sundays.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to go there.